Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another individual song reaction, although we're going to do 2 songs, but don't tell Cody that. We're going to probably do 2 songs, unless you don't like this, but I think you will like it. So you have already seen the title of the video, and you know what this is we're going to be reacting to, but Cody does not know. At the beginning of the day when we started recording, I said that one of the reasons I wanted to show him some of these things were because I wanted to sort of rectify my mistakes of not reacting to these albums on the channel already. And so what we're going to be doing is an album from this year. It came out actually not very long ago, and I knew it was coming out, and I had it on my list of my calendar that to be excited for, but not something that I was thinking I was going to do a reaction to, and I regretted it because I think this is now my number 2, or if I keep listening to it and enjoying it more and more each time, this could be my number 1 for the year.
Cool.
So I'm not even going to tell you what it is.
Oh,
we're just going to listen to it. We're just going to listen to it, and I want to get your opinion, okay?
Okay.
So
do you need me to look away?
Yeah, look away for a sec. And when you hear music is when we're going to start listening. Don't look yet.
I mean, I'm not going to know the band anyway, right?
I don't think you will, but maybe you will. I don't know. Okay.
We got the smoke, you gotta tote, gotta go. We got the white out of sight, getting gold. Hot in the day, hot in the night, hot as the cold. Come and touch red, light on your bed, here we go. Oh, listen, whistle roll, baby, the sun is getting low. Hi, oh, hi, oh, in the day we work hard for gold. Hi, oh, and high hopes when the sun is dead. In the night we get low, low. Burning the wicked in my kick, in my flow. And come tonight, live by the light, live by the gold. Tickles the clock, it's time to stop, it's time to go. Go down a level, go meet the devil, go get your soul. Oh, listen, whistle roll, baby, the sun is getting low. Hi, oh, in the day we work hard for gold. Hi, oh, and high hopes when the sun is dead. In the night we get low, low. Oh, listen, whistle roll, baby, the sun is getting low. Hi, oh, in the day we work hard for gold. Hi, oh, and high hopes when the sun is dead. In the night we get low, low.
So how do you feel about whatever that song was?
That was cool. I would listen to another one from that one.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
Right. So first of all, I just have to say, we just got done listening to Led Zeppelin's album, Led Zeppelin 4 or whatever. And all the problems I had with that album
Are not existent.
do not exist here. No. This is, in my opinion, the highest, this is the best that this could sound. The production on this is flawless. And they are doing some interesting things with the production, with weird stereo things with the drums, and they're doing like interesting, but just this sounds as good as it could sound. So just for people who are, I will definitely, I think, have my Led Zeppelin reaction up before I get to editing this one. Go check that out if you're curious to hear my thoughts on Stairway to Heaven and some of the other Led Zeppelin songs. But this, I think, just sounds fantastic. So this is a British duo of brothers called the Ruen Brothers.
Okay.
And they had their first album was produced by Rick Rubin, and this is their third album. And it was a pretty big push at the time, and it's very old West sounding. They talk online about it being a little bit noir-y as well. Okay. Which I guess I could see like pulpy, like spaghetti Western. Like the Western aspect of this is what I like too, but there's also so many, the way it's mixed, there's really cool modern tricks in there. And they are just a duo of British brothers who are like they play a bunch of different instruments. I'm pretty much sure they played most of the things you hear in this song. There's a few other people that contribute other things. They have 4 guys in their band, but it's just the Ruen Brothers, and neither of them that's not their last name. But I was just looking them up a little bit today before you got here so I could know a little bit more about them. And I still don't know that much about them. I do know that they are really big in England now. Like this is like considered like I'm pretty sure like a hit record, which this just came out a couple weeks ago. And every few years I'll get an album and I'll lay down in bed and I'll listen to it, and it just like jars me awake. Because normally when I listen to music for the first time, it's in bed, and it's usually as I'm falling asleep. I can maybe make it to like 4 songs, then I gotta stop. This album, whole thing all the way through, shocked me. Every single song on this album is interesting in completely different ways, but the sonic palette is very similar from every song to every song. Like there's a lot of different elements, but that whole song felt kind of chill, right? Yeah. Even though there were moments where things were getting like, he's singing pretty intensely, but it's all from the guise of being like chill and laid back. Right. Whole album feels that way. Every single song feels that way. So let's listen to another song off of that. That was a short one. We're going to now listen to this. That was track 3. We're going to listen to track 2, The Fear. Okay. Now, the first time I heard this song, I thought, now, everything we just said. I thought these might be some of the best lyrics I've ever heard in a song. The first time I heard this, the lyrics stood out to me as being just incredible.
That's saying a lot.
I love the way these guys write their lyrics on every song on the album. I just think it's such clever writing, but in this song in particular. Okay. During the chorus, they do a weird thing with the vocals. It spreads wide, and there's one of the sides is distorted and the other side isn't. It's very interesting and weird. Okay. And I had originally planned to show you 2 songs off this album. And the song I was going to show you was Hi-Oh for sure, and then Bullet Blues, which is their other big single. But I was torn between that one and Silver to Gold. But Silver to Gold is sort of similar to the one we just heard. Yeah. And Bullet Blues, I think, is fantastic. And if you want to hear a third song that's short, they're all short songs. We can do that after this one. But The Fear, I love. The more I listen to it, the more I love it. I was disappointed the first time because they only did the chorus twice. But yeah, just see what you think of this. Okay.
Baby, no, it's not late, but lately all the people outside make me want to go and hide. Laughter, love, and joy and hope hanging from a shiny rope that wraps around my neck, my dear. I try to bottle up my fears. Oh, and I'm comfy in my bed, comfy in my home, lock the door so all alone. Comfy in my bed like a coffin in the ground. Bury me deep, 6 feet down. So won't you stay here, please don't go, dear. You're my teddy bear, pillow in the air. Help me sleep with no despair. But when you're gone,
that'll wake you up if you're falling asleep to this.
Yes, it did. I was like, what? But I was awake. I was listening to the lyrics, and I was like, man, this is cool. There's something about all the percussion stuff you're hearing. It just, I can't explain it. It's like stereoized. Like there's things that are happening. It's weird. they're known for using the thing that you put your hand in and go.
A theremin?
Yeah, they're known for using things like that in their music.
Which is weird, because to me, both these songs, the vocals are the star.
Yes.
Like, his voice is so unique.
Oh, I agree 100%. Like, his voice is the thing, but like once I start listening past that, everything is impressive. And he's singing with a much lower tone here.
Yeah.
And it's like he's trying not to mumble almost. Like,
Right, yeah.
You can rock my twilight zone. Come face in my bed like a coffin in the ground. Bury me deep, 6 feet dark. So won't you stay here, please don't go, dear.
This is the only song where they do this weird, like, distorted voice thing.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's definitely a stylistic thing.
Yeah.
I like it, though. The tastiness with which everything was played.
It's like he's getting right up in my ear.
Yes.
It's like some ASMR stuff.
Yeah, like binaural type thing.
Yeah.
It's because they have it. It's 2 tracks that were recorded, 2 mics recorded at the same time, spread wide with interesting dead distortion on them. It's cool. It's a cool thing. But the thing is, they're doing stuff like that with all the drums and stuff, and your mind is just not perceiving it.
I could hear it on like the guitar.
Yeah.
It did.
This album. Oh my god.
I played the third one.
So I'm glad you pointed out the vocals.
Yeah.
Because you're right.
I mean, that's what jumps out to me immediately with every one of these so
And the
far.
thing is, they're not perfect.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's like that Laura
Branigan
stuff, right? Like we were talking, like it's not perfection.
So please don't aim at me tonight. I'm still bleeding from my fights.
The vocals, again, the lyrics.
Devolving, hidden heart.
Ready for it? Here we go, the chorus.
Shooting hearts, blues, drawing everything. Are you shooting hearts and I know I'll lose against you? Shooting hearts, bullet blues, making ghosts of me. Yeah, you shooting hearts and I know I'll lose.
Thematically, it is perfection. Bullet blues, shooting hearts, making ghosts of me and you. Like, it is just flawless imagery. And you know I do not care about lyrics.
No.
But sometimes things just grab me. This is the kind of thing when I listen to it, I'm like, the next song can't be this good. And every single song is just as good. It might be a perfect album.
Yeah.
I've listened to the first half way more than the second half. But oh my gosh. Just the moment when things come down, you're waiting, it's anticipation. And I can't express this enough. The stereo delay that's on things to make it feel really wide, but the space in the middle is so well utilized as well, you don't notice. I can't even with this. Bullet blues. Yes. The restraint as well. Just. And thank you for going to the chorus a third time.
Yeah. It's like he put a cotton ball in his mouth.
It is mumbly at times. Yes. So like the three songs we just played, that second one was a little different. This one I feel like is going back a little bit more to the westerny feel.
Yeah.
But like there are songs on here too.
I like the second song better than the first and the third.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. But I was going to say there are songs on here where they use more of like a electronic sound.
That's cool.
Yes.
Not really what I expected.
No. But it works contextually if you listen to it.
Yeah. Huh.
It's constantly interesting to listen to. Always. But like, so you like all that though?
Yeah, it's great.
I knew you would like it. When I first heard that album, I had the rare thought that I was like, I could show Cody's dad this and he might actually appreciate it.
Yeah.
I want to show you one more thing just because we're having fun.
Yeah.
This is the single off their first album. Now this is a little different.
Okay.
But the first time I heard this song, I was like, ugh, what are they doing? And then it got stuck in my head. And I've listened to this 3 times since then for days. Each time afterwards, it gets stuck in my head. This is what it sounds like when someone is pushing their vocals to the limit of their ability.
Okay.
This is the only album of theirs that they released physical copies of. There's no physical copies of their second or third.
Are they
album.
not big enough, or are they just...
I think they're big
They
enough.
just don't need
They
to.
might have released vinyl of their newest. No, they didn't release anything of their second album.
Yeah. Huh.
So this album sounds phenomenal as well. It's in a slightly different way. Here we go, this part coming up. It's like right at the edge of what he's capable of.
Right.
But he's like going for it.
Yeah.
Just total commitment to it. And it's kind of like that's the shtick of the song.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna push this as far as I can go, and that's the shtick of the. Like, he can probably sing higher than that, but it just feels like he's trying so hard, and there's something endearing about that when I hear this. But also those notes and that combination of those harmony, whatever. Like, I walk away from this, and I'll be going, whoa, I dream of you. Like, I can't sing that high.
Yeah.
Way louder than the other album. I just love it. The bing, bing, bing. It's amazing. It's so catchy. I mean, that's songwriting 101. But, like, I don't care. I don't care that they're tricking me writing something that's like, you know, this, they do stuff like this on this album, which this is a famous old, I'm sure you've heard this song before.
Is it cover or no? What is it?
Make the World Go Away. You might when it gets to the little chorusy part. This is a song, the duet they do.
Make the world go
No, not familiar. Really?
Shoulders. Say the things you used to say. Make the world go away.
Is that a 50s song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I hurt you.
But how freaking cool are these guys?
Yeah.
How cool are these guys? Why do we not know them? Why
know.
are they not on the radio instead of Ariana Grande or whatever is the thing? Nothing against Ariana
Hey,
Grande.
I
She's
like
actually
Ariana
great.
Grande.
But like, come on, give me more of
Yeah.
this. This is
There's so
awesome.
much good music out there these days.
Oh yeah, that's why it's fun to discover something new.
Yeah.
And I heard these guys and I was just like I said, my mind was just blown. So then I went and automatically listened to their first album, and my mind was blown again in a different way.
Yeah.
And then I listened to their second album and I was like, this is really interesting.
So you said you were anticipating this coming out?
I was.
So how did you hear about
I
it
heard a
originally?
single of theirs months ago.
Okay.
And I was like,
From the new album.
I heard, I listened. No, yes, the single I heard they had announced that they were coming out with a new album,
Yeah.
and so I followed the link to Spotify and I clicked on one of their songs from their first album.
Okay.
And I heard like 5 seconds of it, and I was like, I'm excited, and so I stopped. I put it on my calendar,
Yeah.
and I waited. And when it came out, I was like, okay, well, let's check this out. So I waited until after the weekend that it came out because I just didn't have time. Sure. And like I said, I was just like, wow, like I really wish I'd have done a reaction to it because my mind was blown while listening to it, and I could have talked about so many production things. It would have been a really good video.
Yeah.
And so I thought we could listen to some of it here.
There you go. It's getting
Get
its
to talk
due.
about it. Yeah. And I really think that this is a special album. The 10 Paces is what it's called. I didn't even mention it. But the album that we just listened to a song from their first album, which I don't even know what that one's called. It's called All My Shades of Blue, which is the title of the song we were just listening to. If you can't get out of your head, oh, I dream of you and all my shades of blue. I love it. That's a great song. But the other songs we were listening to were all from 10 Paces, which is their album that came out this year. It's got a black cover with like a red thing on it that says 10 Paces. I cannot recommend listening to it enough. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
So check them out if you want. Show Audrey and see what she thinks.
Yeah, I will.
For sure. All right. Thank you very much for watching. And we got all sorts of good stuff on the channel. Check all that stuff out. And we will see you next time.